Hi, this is Chris Bowers again, and I wanted to show you around the homework a little bit. So I'm going to start by taking a look at this assignment, circles. So you'll just click on the assignment. And when you're ready to enter an answer, when you click inside the box, you'll see this yellow rectangle appear. And if you click on that, there's a way to write fractions, exponents, subscripts, square root, any other root, absolute value, parentheses, and the infinity sign or DNE. And then you click save. And if you're ready to submit your answer, then you go ahead and do that. The next thing I want you to know about homework is that you get 3 tries, and it says it right here. You get 3 tries on any homework problem, and if you miss it all 3 times, let me just miss it on purpose so I can show you. All right, it'll show you the correct answer, and then you can try a similar question. And you're able to do that as many times as you want up to the due date. I do not suggest that you learn that way, by the way. It's best to learn by using notes or the textbook, or maybe even the videos done by other instructors that are in each module. Although last semester I had many students tell me that they found my notes along with the recorded lectures the most helpful in helping them understand the material. But just using homework to learn the material is not a good way, and you probably will not do well on the test. So I strongly advise you against that. I strongly advise against working backwards from the answer. That's just not a way to learn. I know some of you probably think it is, but I promise you it will not work. I've seen it time and time again. So the other thing I wanted to show you about homework is, all right, I've got Canvas in module mode, which means you're seeing the modules that you're working within as you go along. But if you ever want to, if you click on the syllabus link, then not only are you going to find the syllabus and the schedule, sort of a pacing schedule for yourself, but you can look down here at dates and see what's due on a particular day. I do want to emphasize that due dates are not start dates. You will not get finished with material or learn it if you wait until the due date to get started. So when you're looking at Monday, May 21st, and it looks like there's a lot due that day, that's a week's worth of work. And the material that you learn before doing these exercises is also the work that you should be doing. I wanted to also look at a quiz. I guess I can just do it from here. Okay, so quizzes, the helps will be turned off, and I know that some students will have a lot of help from a friend or a tutor or something. I don't advise that on the quiz, because the quiz is your diagnostic. It lets you know whether or not you're really understanding the material. You get 2 tries on a quiz question, and that's it. So if you do a problem once and you're sure that you know what you did wrong, if you miss it, then go ahead and finish. But if you're kind of not sure what you did wrong, then that's when to go back and get some help from your friend who's good in math, or your tutor, or asking me, or going to the Learning Commons. Or another thing you can do is look at Smart Thinking Online Tutoring, which is free to you. I believe every TCC student has about 30 minutes of Smart Thinking Online Tutoring. So you can click on that link and follow the directions there to get some help. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you, a couple more things here. I wanted to point out that at the end of the last module for any of the 3 unit tests, you'll find a test review that is extra credit. So The one that comes at the end, that's the one that's extra credit. And every 3 points you earn on that, yes, every 3 problems or points that you earn on that counts in place of 1 point missed on regular homework. But then right after the last unit covered for a unit, you'll see Unit 1 test reviews. And here you've got review handouts, the solutions, and videos that correspond to every one of the problems on that handout. And then you've also got a practice test. And even if you don't want to do more problems because you've already done all the extra credit review, I strongly recommend that you look through this, because that way when you come into the test, you'll know what to expect. You'll know how things are going to be worded. Sorry, that's one of my very large puppies barking there. And let me find a question. Okay, what we've been looking at so far are all problems that would be on the online portion. Let me pause this and take care of this puppy. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So anything that we've been looking at until we got to this problem, okay? All these previous problems that we saw were problems that you would encounter on the online portion of the test. When we get to this problem, look at the note. You will do this one on paper. You must show correct algebra steps. So anytime there's a problem that I'm going to put on the paper portion of your test, you'll see that warning there. So I strongly recommend you use the practice test to eliminate any test anxiety, and also to know what to expect and which questions are likely to be on the paper portion versus the online portion. All right, the other thing I wanted to talk about are late passes. And so I've got something set up as if it's in review mode. I want to show you what happens here. Okay, now this is really due May 14th, but I've got it internally set so that it's as if it's past due. Okay, so this is what happens past your due date. You will see this page, and then it gives you the warning that you see there, that it's past the due date, and now it is in ungraded review mode. And look in red. If you continue in the review mode, then that's fine, that's great, you're practicing, but you're not going to get any credit for it. If you want to use a late pass, you've got to click on the late pass link right here. And you have 10 late passes. In my class, you're allowed to use a late pass up to 4 days past the original due date. I will not give extensions on homework. Please do not ask me. The late passes are there so that I do not have to decide who is worthy of getting the extensions and who is not. So use your late passes as needed, and remember there's 10 of them. Try not to use them up at the beginning. I've had students that do that. If you're doing that, you probably need to go ahead and drop the course and get a full refund by the last day that you can do that, which is, I believe, the 5th day of classes. If you're already using late passes at that point, that's not a good sign. All right, so I think that's all I wanted to say in this video. And please do, oh, no, there's one more thing I thought of. Let me also show you this feature that I would love for you to use. Okay, let's say you're working in a homework and you have a question. Please don't just message me and just send a message. Do write up here what you're having trouble with. If you think I need to see your work, then you can attach a file here, or you can email me and send me your work. That's fine as well. But just in case you missed that, I went through that a little fast. Let me go back and show you that there's a message your instructor link, and I really prefer that you use that link as opposed to just emailing me, because it will take me right to the exact problem. I will see what you see here, and I'll see whatever you wrote about the problem and why you're having trouble. and then I can message you right back within this system.